Hello and welcome to Minisode 28. And this time we're talking about games.
Gamers.
Things that you don't do or play. Games.
Yeah. Just like everything else on this whole podcast, I don't know anything about it.
Wow.
Wow.
No, that's not true, is it? So
to be fair, what theme park games are you playing?
all the theme
All
park
of them,
games.
yeah.
No,
Hours.
no. So yeah, we're talking about theme park games. So stuff like Rollercoaster Tycoon,
Yeah.
Planet Coaster,
Yeah.
Parkitect,
I've never heard of that, but people were saying
Rollercoaster
about
Tycoon World, the
Yeah.
crappy mobile Rollercoaster Tycoon,
it. Yeah, that's pointless, isn't it?
Rollercoaster Tycoon 574, all of them.
Yeah. Which ones do you play, Harry?
Not many.
Not many.
Yeah, so no, you're right. Like I've probably said, I think I've said this before, but I'm not a huge fan of playing theme park related games
Okay.
because I am not creative enough to
Mm-hmm.
be able to manipulate the pieces to build nice scenery. Okay.
I don't think no. You're not creative enough to like find pieces. It's not
Yeah,
that you
sure.
couldn't control
Find the
it.
right
it's
pieces.
that you can't be bothered to actually make it.
Yes. And then secondly, most of the game, the only thing I really care about is building roller coasters,
Yeah.
right? But most of the games have very bad or not very good roller coaster builders, which makes it very difficult to build a realistic roller coaster.
Because
Right.
it's a game, but yeah.
Because it's a game, sure, right? And then
Yeah.
people are going to be like, oh, but what about No Limits 2 and the real roller coaster sims? And then you get to the other problem. I don't have the time or don't want to spend loads of time learning how to use other pieces of software to build real roller coasters because it can't be asked. I need to do other things.
Yeah.
So
So you want to be able to build a realistic roller coaster and not put any effort into actually learning how to build it.
yes,
Okay.
I want a minimal kind of easy to use interface that gives me good results.
Yeah.
And understandably, there isn't one.
Well, you use Planet Coaster. What's wrong with that?
It's just not very good.
Really?
Yeah, it's just really bad. If you built a roller coaster, it would most likely be very, very janky.
Right.
Mine, as we'll speak about later, I've built one recently and it's turned out okay, but there's a lot of fine tuning involved in trying to get it to be right. So, but yeah, let's go on.
We used to play Rollercoaster Tycoon 2.
We did. We played Open Rollercoaster Tycoon 2, didn't we?
Yeah.
So that we could play together. It's like someone's taken RCC2 because it's so old, like open sourced it and then made a multiplayer version so multiple people can play on the same map at the same time. Mm-hmm. And we did do that.
We did. It's quite funny though because it's so like just boxy and like you'll just put this thing in, but it's just a block.
Well, it's easy to
It's
use.
like
though, isn't it?
Lego.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it though. I like
Yeah,
that.
but I prefer something like Planet Coaster because you can actually make stuff look good.
Yeah, of course.
like-
You can make them a lot more realistic,
Yeah. And like more creative.
more detailed.
Yeah. Because I don't really like the whole, actually playing the game of trying to make your park successful. Do you know what I mean? That's really boring. It's like on Sims. You never play the actual like Sims bit. Well, I never do. I'll just like make a house.
Yeah, you just mess
You
around.
know? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Probably a lot of people do like that side of it.
So I guess so. Yeah, I think you can only play that side for so long. You play it for a
Yeah.
little bit and then it's very samey, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you can't build a successful park when you spend hours trying to figure out some piece of theming or spend hours building a roller coaster because by the time you built it, you got no money.
Exactly. Why would you want to constrict your money? Because this is a game. You can have all the money in the world.
Yeah.
And you could just build something really cool. Anyway. So, what's this No Limits thing? Is this like a real
It's
software?
It's not a game. Well, it's kind of. It's a simulator, I guess.
Do the actual professionals use it?
Professionals use it to show
Clients.
rides. They don't specifically design them in it.
Okay,
as
because it's
far
not
as I'm
that
aware.
specific.
It is. It's really, really good.
Well, what do they use to design it then?
Some proper engineering, like
Okay, so
physics
next level.
software. Yeah.
Okay.
But they use it to visualize
Yeah.
their rides. So if you'll often see that parks who are putting out their roller coaster that they're going to build in 500 years time because they're like that might show No Limits videos I mean, Kentucky Kingdom, when they were showing what their new family wooden coaster was going to be like, it used Planet Coaster.
What?
They built it inside of Planet Coaster to show people what it would look like.
You are joking. How?
What do you mean how?
How did they specifically build their
They didn't.
ride?
They just eyeballed it.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And before, for their previous one, but before that, yeah, they showed a No Limits recreation.
Right.
But it was like 5 pixels wide. It was awful quality. It looked like they just, I don't know, recorded it.
So the main purpose of this software is not being actually used. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, it is, but
Not by everyone.
it's more for, you know, us. I don't know who it's for, in all honesty. I don't know what their target audience it is. But a lot of roller coaster nerds use it to just build rides or build roller coasters because that's what it's very good at.
Yeah.
It's very good at that. And you can build scenery as well and have it all. Let me go on the website. I guess it is a game. There's a quote from John Wardley.
Whoa.
No Limits is the ultimate roller coaster simulation game that lets you experience authentic roller coaster thrills, focusing on realism and speed. No Limits lets you ride real existing coasters or build roller coasters to your own specifications. So yeah, I guess it's as close to the industry as you're going to get before getting to the industry.
Right, so it's like the only one that's accessible to the public that actually could be used by professionals.
Yeah. So,
But why is it so hard to use?
it's just complicated, as you can imagine. If you're building a proper roller coaster,
But do you have to like code stuff in or something?
no, well, you can if you want to get things like
Whoa.
timing things. If you want transfer tracks to do magic stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, you don't have to. But the stuff, like, it has a much more detailed view of forces.
Okay.
So you can make sure that perhaps there's no lateral forces or no sideways forces by checking the force vectors of the track to see where they point and trying to zero them off. It's just very complicated. You can get very detailed. There is a smooth all function, but it ain't like Planet Coaster, you know. It's not drag and drop. It's a bit more complicated. At least I've spent like 5 hours playing the original one and didn't do very well.
Yeah, I can't be bothered with that because I can't even be bothered to learn how to use Planet Coaster.
You're just not very good at games.
It would take me so long. I can't even move the screen around. I can't even get to my piece of scenery.
I could learn it. I could learn No Limits too fine, but it's such an investment of time for my own. There would be no
a commitment.
There's no benefit either.
Yeah.
Like, it's just for fun, but I'd rather do something else.
Yeah.
So.
It's not your cup of tea.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I've been playing roller coaster games since I was a kid.
Yeah, you used to have that really old one, right?
I had this really weird roller coaster builder.
For PC?
Yeah, for PC. It was like, imagine just a crappier version of Rollercoaster Tycoon 3. 3's the one where it kind of got 3D.
Yeah.
It was 3D, and you weren't restricted to squares, but you were restricted to pieces that were preset. So, you know, the length was determined, or the banking angle and what elements.
Yeah.
But it was pretty good, and you could like whack cobra rolls in and vertical loops and zero G rolls.
Yeah.
So I played that. I can't remember what it's called now. But before that, or around the same time, played Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 all the time. Used to just build something. I would just build as many roller coasters as you could fit. So half of them were underground, so that I could have enough space to put the station above ground, go underground, and then come back up.
That is weird.
They were crap, like really awful.
See, that is so funny to me because I would just be like making the paths and putting the little flowers on.
Why?
And making the little food court because that's fun.
No.
Roller coasters, I'd just get a preset, whack it on.
It's boring, isn't it? Preset's
yeah, but
boring.
I can't be doing with making a roller coaster.
They're the interesting part of the part.
Nah. The fact that you're making so many roller coasters in one go, that's hilarious.
Yeah, build one, wait until I had enough money to build the next one. Because this was on it like a scenario kind of thing. And then, build the next one. I don't know. But I'd never really have a focus on theming or anything. I didn't.
And yet, in real life, you value theming so much.
Of course, 'cause someone else doing it.
Imagine how fuming people would be if they went to your park.
Someone else doing it. I can envision. I just can't create.
Yeah, that's great. That's really helpful, isn't it? Okay, should we see what other people play?
Yeah.
As you might imagine,
Planet Coaster.
Planet Coaster is very popular. Also, Rollercoaster Tycoon.
I think everyone's played Rollercoaster Tycoon 1 or 2 when they were a kid.
Yeah.
But a lot of people played Rollercoaster Tycoon 3. I have it, and played it a little bit, but never a lot. I don't know.
What's this Parkitect one people keep talking about?
So it's kind of like you're going back to isometric, so like squares, but it's a bit more cartoony.
Okay.
Let me show you.
Let's show the listeners, shall we?
I'm just going to show you.
Oh, okay.
See, it's much more cartoony. But yeah, so you're not predetermined to set to squares, but it is kind of that kind of squarey-ish.
Yeah.
I guess it's a new take, a more modern take on Rollercoaster Tycoon 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything's a bit more cartoony, a bit more smooth.
King Kung Fu says, is Planet Coaster worth the $60? I would say personally, well, I think if you love theme parks and you like being creative and making stuff, then yeah, it's well worth it.
I don't know what platform you're buying it on for $60, but if you've got a computer, I think you can already play it on the computer right now, but they're coming out on console ever soon-ish, somehow. Yeah, if you want to buy it on the computer, don't pay $60 for it. Go on websites that sell CD keys, like G2A or something. If you type in Planet Coaster CD key, you'll find a copy of it for like a third of the price, and you'll pay nothing.
But I would say it is worth $60 because most games nowadays are like
we didn't even pay $60.
No,
like
but I would say that
something.
it is. Do you know what I mean? I would pay that.
Sure,
if
it's
that's
not
your
bad.
kind of vibe of like being creative and making roller coasters. But if you,
It's a good game. It's a really good game.
it's a really good game.
It's got its quirks, but it's a good game.
But you have to like that. If you like Sims and stuff like that, and you're also a theme park enthusiast, then obviously it's for you.
But don't pay $60.
Yeah. Some people thought we meant like theme park games actually in the theme park. So we got like Skee Ball.
Right, you mean like
Our Hidden Mickey's considered a theme park game.
Wow.
And then someone said, I played a game called My Family Hates Roller Coasters, so I have to beg them to go to the parks.
Classic.
Yeah, but we actually meant computer games. Speaking of Planet Coaster, though, we got some news on that front, haven't we, Harry? Well, it's not news because it's already been announced.
Yeah, so we're building a community-based Planet Coaster theme park, expertly called Community Canyon. I don't know the genius who came up with that name.
Was that actually you?
Can't remember. I don't know.
Can't remember.
But yeah, no, it's a community Planet Coaster map, and the aim is to have multiple different theme park based or Planet Coaster based or theme park Planet Coaster based YouTubers create different and unique areas of the map. So then by the end of it, we have one big theme park that's been built by multiple people. So our area is being built by me,
10% by Harry.
Me, Luke from Coaster Connection, and a good friend of mine, Evan. And Evan's doing the main chunk of the building. I'm in this case, I'm the manager.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the project at the big scale, the macro scale, and going, this would be nice over here. And that would be a cool thing to have. And then Evan goes, sure, and then builds it. And then
it's magic.
And then Luke goes, sure, and then builds the really, really fine detail bits that make everything look 1,000 times better. So that everyone's doing it at a different stage. So I'm like top level, Evan's middle, and Luke's really detailed at the bottom. Yeah. Works brilliantly. Yeah. I built the coaster as well.
Congrats.
Thank you. And it turned out really good. So it's a marathon spinning coaster.
So this is like going to be a series of videos, right?
Yeah.
Where you show everyone around.
So we've got the base map. We did a video about the base map, and that's already on our channel. So that's just a hub at the moment, like a circular hub. And our area there's going to be 4 areas. Oh, we haven't even spoken about who's doing it. So there's us, and we're first. Next up, who from today actually, or from yesterday, is Lokin. And Lokin is a fantastic builder. He's immense. He does a lot of recreations. He's recreated the likes of Wicker Man and the Smiler to stupid degrees of accuracy. He's very, very, very good at the game. So he's up next. Then it's a good friend of ours, Digital Dan. And again, he is very good at the game as well. He spends a lot of time on Planet Coaster making his own thought part recreation as well. He certainly knows how to play. And then finally we have another good friend of ours, Silverette, building the final area. So he
knows a little bit about Planet Coaster.
He does know a little bit about Planet Coaster. He knows how to build everything.
Yeah.
He's good at both theming and rides.
Yeah, we actually had him on the podcast as well.
We did.
So if you want to listen to him talk about it.
So, yeah, so there's going to be 4 different areas. Every area will have a unique theme, a unique set of rides, and a unique experience. So we're all taking it in turn. So we've literally finished our area as of yesterday. Now Lokin's going to spend a week and a half, 2 weeks building his area. Then it'll go on to Dan, and he'll spend the same amount of time building his. Silverette, same amount of time building his. Then we'll get it back. At every stage, people will be making videos about it, hopefully.
Yeah.
So ours is going to come out in 2 days' time on Sunday, and we're going to showcase the whole area in like a neat package. But we're hoping to do perhaps a live stream next week to allow people to have a look at a bit more detail and ask specific questions. But then Lokin's going to have it, and it sounds like he's going to do quite a few different videos of the building process specifically.
Okay.
But that's what we're hoping, is the fact that people will be able to follow the project by jumping to each of the different YouTubers. And make sure to follow us on social media at CoasterBot, basically, and we'll keep you updated of where to go to watch the latest content about it.
Yeah.
So we've been posting stuff like photos and asking for name requests of rides, and I'm sure that'll continue to happen for the other guys, for the other people making the areas. So stay tuned, and perhaps you could even name a ride.
Who knows?
But yeah, no, it's going to be cool. I can't wait to see the final thing.
Yeah.
I can't wait for everyone to upstage us, and build something better. Yeah. But you got to start somewhere. So yeah, no, it's our area looked like it wasn't going to be very good, and then in the last like day and a half, it's turned out to be quite nice. So I'm happy with it. We did well. What? It was a we.
No, I know. I'm just
Don't
taking
give me credit.
I'm taking the
someone's got to
mickey.
manage, man.
Yeah.
Someone's got to manage.
It's just funny.
But yeah, no, it's cool stuff. But yeah, in terms of games, I barely play Panic Coaster, but this has been a time that I could sit down and kind of actually build something. I need the motivation to build.
Yeah, you need a reason to do something.
Exactly, and this was the reason.
Yeah.
I had a reason to sit down and think about what we could build, and sit down and think about a roller coaster. And our area is very... The design of it was very complicated, because we tried to get a lot of interaction in. A lot of interaction with the different rides interacting with each other, the different rides interacting with paths, the way that the paths would interact with the terrain, like sight lines and the things that you would see from the paths. Like, I built the coaster specifically so that you would only see... Well, I didn't want to do a Disney and just build a coaster that no one can see.
Yeah.
I built it so that it was both indoors and had a decent outside portion that was relatively close to the path, so that you could see the coaster and you could see what kind of ride you were going to ride. Yeah. And then we have quite a nice first view of the area. It's very cool. So it's very well thought out and very well put together. But that kind of cost us a lot of time in terms of building it. So I'm interested to hear what people think about it. It's going to be cool.
We'll see.